Alright, we're good to go. Okay. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, really? Hold on. We're still live. We'll... Okay. I don't know why this decided to take a complete... I think the thing that I use for, what's it called? The plugs. I think that decided to take a complete shit. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I didn't fucking... Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. Oh, shit. I had to readjust everything, because God forbid... Alright. Alright. Let's get into it. I have no idea how I'm going to open the show, but okay. I need that. I need WrestleMania. WrestleMania!
WrestleMania.
I think. Oh, did you have by any chance the your top 10 done, or do you want to save that for another day?
Save for another day.
Okay. So then we will do this. Instead, we will have a little fun with this. Four, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of The Dumpster Fire on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, F. Ronnie, and with me, as always,
Captain Stuncock.
and if you are new to the show, don't worry. This is only the second one. This is where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck. Not in world of sports, in sports betting. It's movies, video games, toys, entertainment, pop culture, for the most
And
part.
we need a different tagline.
I know. I just listen. I said I don't know. I didn't know what to open up with. I said this at the beginning of the show. I don't know. I'm just running off the top of my fucking head. But yes, this is everything. This is the Scrapple of the Nerdport Network. It's everything but the oink.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's where we dive into the holy shit of the worlds of entertainment.
See, I like that one.
Listen, it's a work in progress.
I know it is. Damn it.
God damn it! I'm doing the best I can, damn it!
God damn it, progress. That is not good shit.
Listen, I told that person over there if they didn't get the camera running the right way to bend over and take it up the ass. Now he called Tony Khan.
Ugh. Like watching Nutsack-a-Mania.
Thank you, Shawn Michaels. Thank you, HBK, for that bullshit.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Oh, that's some good shit right there.
Good shit right there. And
But,
it really is.
yeah. All right. So, on today's show, we'll talk about, in the world of video games, pretty much the 2 weeks of hell that's been going on to the Nintendo Switch 2.
Dude, fuck the Nintendo Switch 2 and its retarded ass price point.
Oh, and they pretty much removed pre-orders and all the price. Oh my god.
Even to fucking okay, so like,
Well, you know what? We'll start off with this.
so from what I was reading,
Yes.
you know how normally like with regular Switch, you can play your games and shit on it offline.
Yes.
Switch 2 will not be offline. Even to access your games that you have offline, you still have to pay a fucking subscription fee.
Well, yes and no. So, for games like Mario Kart, the games are going to be so large that no matter what, you have to download them. So, no matter what, you're going to need to be online. But if you want to play your Switch 1 games on your Switch 2, you won't have to be online. The cartridge will still work.
Correct, but for Switch 2 specifically,
Depends on the game. It really depends on how big the game is. If it's a code, yes, you need to be online. There are going to be some games that are third parties that are going to just be enough that are going to be on.
it's for the Switch to fucking be active enough to play games. You will have a subscription. It is a subscription-based fucking service.
Well, you're going to need to play online. It's the same as Xbox and any like that, not to play your games.
No, yes, to play the games. That's exactly what the fucking article is about because people are pissed.
I think people are misreading that because
They're really not. Nintendo came out fucking in this article and said, like, yes, to access your games and have the ability to play them, you will be required to be online and pay a subscription fee to play the fucking games you buy.
But no, you just said it. To play online. It's the same thing. Apparently, it's going to be the same thing like Xbox and PlayStation.
It's not like that. It's not. They're saying straight up, if you're not hooked up to an internet and you're not fucking hooked up to an active internet connection, we don't care if you bought the game. You can't fucking play it.
There are certain games, though, you're right, that are just going to be downloadable. So, yeah, you're going to need to be online no matter what.
Dude, you're the one that's mishearing me. It's not about any of that. If you walk into a store and you buy a Switch 2 game, a physical copy, you take it and install it. To play that fucking game, you have to pay a subscription fee. It doesn't matter that you bought the physical copy. To access the game content on Switch 2, there's a fucking subscription. Like, Nintendo's taken what Xbox and PlayStation does, and they're like, well, we're going to take it a step further and say, even if you buy them, we own your ability to play. That's why Nintendo's the number 3 brand in the world.
Yeah, that's why the Switch 1 is going to be is going to sell more systems, more hardware than the PS2 now. Because more people are going to buy the Switch after the price drop.
Yeah. They're fucking shooting themselves in the foot with this stupid move. Like, I don't care if it's a $10 a month subscription. If I buy a physical copy of a game, I expect to stick that shit in my console and play it and fuck your subscription fee. I just bought it. Otherwise, people are going to be sinking their money into an expensive ass fucking paperweight.
I mean, at this point, they're going to be sinking their money into hacking the shit.
Like, Nintendo has gone a little too far this time, and it made me realize, like, they peaked with the Super Nintendo.
No, the N64.
All right, I'll give it to the N64.
I was gonna say, I'm not even giving it to the GameCube. The GameCube, they tried something different. The Wii, I mean, let's face it, the Wii was the most selling console at one point for Nintendo. But the Wii was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick. It was a motion console.
Yeah, I mean, was it ballsy for what it was when it first came out? Yeah, but it was also, hey, parents, come play Wii Sports with your kids.
Yeah.
That was the closest thing to an entertainment system than an actual video game console.
Yeah, fuck Nintendo.
There's a part of me. See, here's the thing. I do not mind the price point of the system. The system's going to be $500. My issue is going to be the price point of Nintendo games. And I say Nintendo games because we don't know what the price of Capcom or Konami, we don't know what their price points are going to be. But as of right now, if you want to play a Super Mario Party game, if you want to play Legends of Zelda, Mario Kart World, the new Donkey Kong game, you're going to be shelling out $80+.
How's that any different from PlayStation now? Games are $70.
But you ease 10. So games for Nintendo were between $50 to $60 that were Nintendo products, and I got to keep adding that Nintendo products that weren't shovelware, that weren't third-party games, because third-party games were always a little bit cheaper because they were able to cut some corners. But when it comes to Sony, it's a little different because you went from $60 to $70 for Sony games. Nintendo's jumping from 50 to 60 straight to 80.
Yeah, that's what PlayStation and Xbox did.
Well, they went from 60 to 70. They did a $10 switch to a $20 switch.
No. There's a PlayStation. They said whenever the fucking price hike started with PlayStation and Xbox, the games would be going up to $79.99. They're doing it in increments.
Yeah, but it's a little different when you're getting eased into it than just bang. And also, too, let's face it, when it comes to Nintendo, there's not a lot of... There's... I mean, let's face it, the Switch 2 is going to be, for the most part, it's going to be an all-digital system. No matter what anyone else saying, this is going to be an all-digital system.
It's going to be garbage.
I think the fact that you're getting... I got to wait for third party. In all honesty, I have to wait for third party because I can't sit and say anything about them. And I got to see the price point for third party. Because if you're telling me a game like Street Fighter 6 is going to be $80, no, that game's 2-3 years old. No way I'm shelling out $80 for a cartridge, for a DLC. Or not DLC, for a, what's it called? Digital. Like Hogwarts Legacy is going to be on there. That game is how old now?
They just dropped a new update for it, though.
I understand that, but how old's the game?
I don't know, 2 years.
Would you pay, if you were buying it now, brand new, doesn't matter about the update, if you're buying it right now, the game in box, are you paying $80 for a digital only game?
No.
What would you pay? 60?
Tell you the truth, once prices started going up, I stopped buying new games. I only buy them when they're on sale.
Yeah, well, I think that's the big thing. Right now, you're getting, hey, we like this game. Well, now you better put that game into, say, like Black Friday mode. Because that's what a lot of people are going to be looking at. They might buy a system, keep their Switch 1 games, and then wait until Christmas to buy, Christmas or Hanukkah to buy the games. But here's the other thing, too. Who is the Switch for? We all ask that question. Who is the Switch for?
I don't know.
It's not for gamers. It's for kids. It's always been that. Nintendo's never been, as much as Nintendo's been Nintendo, it's never been, Nintendo was never meant for gamers. It was meant for the kids, because they're, let's face it, Nintendo's a toy company. They've always been. But Nintendo makes Nintendo games.
What toys does Nintendo make?
Oh, dude, Nintendo back in the day used to make they were a toy brand. Back in the day, they had, I'm about to say this, and somebody, if you don't know the history behind it, you're going to laugh your ass off. They had, they made playing cards, they made toys, and they had sex hotels.
And when did they? And then they moved to a tech company in the 80s.
Yeah, for the most part. But they've always had, because think about it. The closest thing to a toy that Nintendo's made were the Amiibos.
Absolutely not. Nintendo, right? They sell the fucking trademarks of their property. Nintendo doesn't have to make toys because Hasbro's will make them, Bandai will make them, Mattel will make them.
I think they were well, no, I'm saying Nintendo made the Amiibos. I don't think they outsourced the Amiibos.
That's why you can get fucking Hot Wheels Mario Kart.
Yeah. NBA Street with Mario in it.
Not gonna lie, I've seen a couple of Mario Kart collector's packs that are pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, like,
I just don't collect diecast.
Yeah, so some of these games, I'm looking at this. Well, obviously, we're gonna probably get a new Mario game soon.
Probably.
We're probably gonna get. They're saying Hi-Fi Rush is gonna come out. That's a 3-year-old game by Microsoft. Apparently, Halo Master Chief Collection is gonna come out for this. I mean, that's close to an 8-year-old game now. We're going to get Assassin's Creed. Oh, God. Where's this Comic Book Invasion? I don't know. Marvel, go figure. Puyo Puyo, so Tetris. Professor Layton. That might actually be fun. Professor Layton's a 3DS game.
Yeah.
So that's something that you're not going to get on any other system. A new 007 game. You know that if we're getting a new 007 game, it's going to be on Xbox, PC, and PS5.
We are getting 007, but we're getting a GoldenEye remake.
See, I'm fucking fine with that.
because it was the greatest game ever made.
Yes, it was. Which then got stacked with the best double GoldenEye sequel with a female protagonist, Perfect Dark.
Nothing steps up to GoldenEye. That was the first game where you could literally fuck over your friends.
Oh yeah, no, but let's face it, Perfect Dark was the successor because they couldn't get the licensing back for 007.
Especially when you were playing with golden guns.
Oh yeah. And if you were Oddjob, go fuck yourself because you couldn't hit him.
Just fucking, I was real good at sneaking up behind people and just popping them in the back of the head. And can you imagine? Holy shit. Playing GoldenEye online?
Oh yeah. I mean, they've already done that, the Wii version, but it wasn't good. Because even Xbox had that version. And the online sucked. Because they put out a remake of GoldenEye. With online with online features.
It's getting a full remake.
Yeah, which that's gonna be fucking amazing.
Upgraded graphics and everything.
But it is what it is. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully there'll be more to come. By next week we'll be probably hearing more coming out from that.
So moving on, let's talk about Rhea Ripley breaking the fucking internet again.
Which photo are you talking about?
What about the one that came out like 2 days ago?
Well, no, she put 3. One in a bikini, one in just like her underwear, and then one in like a normal one normal. She broke the internet 3 times.
Oh no, the one in her underwear broke the internet. She still got simps in their mom's basement jerking off to that.
This is my brutality.
Meanwhile, their dick's covered in warts and chafed.
Ugh.
Their dick's chafed, that's why they're screaming, this is my
brutality.
Dude, I saw that picture and I was just like, God damn.
You pulled a Chris?
Dude, I get it now. I get it. Like, I don't think I'd go as far as we assume, but I definitely do things that are illegal in like 4 states.
You wouldn't go and buy someone else's clothing.
I mean, if she was selling that outfit, maybe. But then it'd just be to flip it for double.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I was going to say, you wouldn't be... Yeah, no. Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, I got a story for you.
All right.
I had a show over the weekend.
Is this what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah, we're going to talk about this.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I told you about this. So I'm at my merch table. And I've got this promo picture of Charlotte Flair that Cricket did when I worked for them because they knew that like I was a wrestler and a wrestling fan. And they're like, hey, we're doing a signing with Charlotte Flair. Do you want to work the event? Fuck yeah, I do. But like there were these promo pictures of Charlotte in her blue gear.
Okay.
And that's what she was standing there autographing all day. Like people that brought shit were like they were told like one item.
Yeah, which is normal.
But for the most part, it was you get this promo card autographed by Charlotte.
Okay.
I've had it for years. It's just collecting dust. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to throw it out on the table. Hey, I've got a Charlotte Flair figure in this attire.
There you go.
I smell a bundle. Guy comes up and looks at it, looks me dead in the eye and says, is that autograph certified? I said, yeah, I certified it because I'm the one that got it. You know that wasn't good enough for him?
Jesus. Yeah, because.
I looked at this dude and I was like, he was like, well, you know, to sell these, you really need certification. I reached down and I picked up my phone. I said, motherfucker, I have got pictures of me with her and her signing it. Is that certification enough for you?
But it's not. It's not.
It's not JSA.
Yeah, it's not a JSA certified. Oh, shut the fuck up. Go in your mom's basement.
I look at this dude and I'm like, I bet you he's the type of dude. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call this dude out because I know he's not listening. Out here in the Midwest, there is a wrestling fan by the name of Adam Newman.
Newman.
This dude is a fucking creep. And what makes it even worse is he's special needs.
Oh, okay. Still this guy.
But like a full-on fucking creepo. Like
Right.
stalks the female wrestlers online, talks about like drinking their urine and shit, eating their shit. Like, dude's fucked up in the head.
So he's the dude that paid Jordan Grace to send her.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make brownies out of.
Yeah, he'd be the type of dude that would buy that box of brownies.
By the way, before anyone asks, that actually did happen. Maybe not this person, but that did happen.
It's a different person, but a dude totally did ask Jordan Grace to shit in a box and send it to him.
And she, like anybody else, I believe, took the money.
I mean, dude, if the money's right.
$20 is $20.
Hey, dude, that's why they got that fucking term like gay for pay. Fuck, it's 2025. $40. Inflation, man.
Adrenaline.
Okay, so like, don't start me. Well, so this dude buys gear, okay?
Yes.
And like he always posts online like, you know, any indie wrestler's looking to sell old gear, you know, I'm looking to buy. He's obsessed with this fucking indie female wrestler who apparently had a show called him Boo. And like, of course, being a special needs person. Okay. For the fact that he's like a stalker and into scat, can I just say it?
Yes. When do we... Hold on. You have to ask?
Oh, I just want to make sure. The guy's a fucking retard, okay?
When have we... If anyone's listened to the Wednesday show, you know we have no filter.
Right. Okay, so like dude's fucking like straight up a fucking disgusting perverted retard. And like I told you about this, but I'm gonna tell everybody else because it's fucking weird. Like whenever he buys gear from female wrestlers, first off for guys, there's always something like say that he loves this female wrestler and he'll be their boo forever. And I was just like, yeah, dude, I'm not that kind of whore. And that's exactly what I said to him. Because like he was going to buy a set of gear from me. He was going to buy the purple and golds and a set of elbow pads.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, man. I did not mark those down for him at all. He was going to pay retail for everything because he creeps me out. But he's like, well, I want you to say that Sis Sasake is my boo forever and I love her and I'll die for her. And I was just like, I'm not that kind of whore. No. And when he does buy gear from female wrestlers, like he wants the gear and the underwear and the bra and the socks. Like, I guarantee you this dude has a fucking closet full of jizz-stained female wrestler gear.
My fellow Americans.
And it's fucking creepy, dude. So, dude's getting blackballed by every company out here right now because he was told no by a female worker to buying a set of their gear. And he threatened her, her family, and her children.
The fuck is... I'm about to answer my own question with another question. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, look, this guy's around our age, so like we could say he's not autistic. He was diagnosed as mentally retarded because that diagnosis still fucking existed back then.
Yes.
And like, okay, so like on one side of you, you kind of feel like a piece of shit because the dude's retarded.
You try not to be an asshole, but
But at the same time, like
you kind of just want to be an asshole.
how much how much creepiness are we expected to put up with as workers?
Dude, I've seen. So, story time from my end.
Oh, and you know what? Before you get story time, let's go ahead and lop him in there with those creepy fucks that go to meet and greets and they're like, "Hi, Liv Morgan. I want to do the prom pose with you. Come here."
Was that you or the dog?
That was me.
Oh,
Dog-
okay. Just
Like-
the noise. The noise. I'm like, was that the dog? That would have been perfect fucking timing if that was.
If it was the dog, it would have been I reached over and grabbed him and pulled him to me like those creepy fucking fans do.
Timmer.
Or like, here, I'm gonna stand beside you, but I'm gonna put my hand right here on your waist, real low on your waist. Like, don't be fucking creepy. Okay, now your story.
So I used to go, and I say used to go to a lot of women's shows, women wrestling shows.
Okay.
Me and both myself and Chris used to.
Okay.
We don't anymore. Not because we don't want to, not because we can't. There's actually no, it's more that we can't go.
I kind of wish he was here for that story so I could get his opinion on it.
There were, and still is. I mean, there's still a couple guys that used to do this. Would go only to women's shows because we would go to a company called WSU.
Okay.
Place like this has brought out people like
Pretty-
Athena, Solo Darling, Leva Bates, AJ Lee.
Olivia Bates, she's good.
Yep. Antisocial. Kimberly was part of this company for a while before we all knew about what was going on with that, but that's a different issue.
They ever book Mickey?
No, actually.
How about Mischief?
Yep. What is it? Mercedes. Mia Yim was there. Marty Bell was there. As the dollhouse, too. That was the best part.
Cheerleader Melissa?
Cheerleader Melissa was there a lot.
Fuck yeah. I love Cheerleader Melissa.
Mickey Knuckles.
I just asked if they had Mickey, and you said no.
I thought you said Mickey. I thought you meant Mickey James.
No. I meant Mickey Knuckles.
Yeah, no, Mickey Knuckles was there a lot.
That's cool.
I got to see a lot of women that are in. Britt Baker was there. Cherry Bomb, aka Allie, or the Bunny.
I'm not a fan of Britt Baker. I think she needs to stay a dentist.
Penelope Ford.
Fucking great talent.
But like,
Love watching Penta fucking bring Luchador back.
yeah, like, but that's the thing. Like, I had the privilege to see a lot of these women wrestle, and I got to know them. Like,
And a lot of the names you drop, like, these are great fucking workers.
yeah, and I got to and me and Chris both got to get to know these people, like, not on a first name basis, but we talked to them.
Right.
And like, I've met like Shelly Martinez and people like that. Like, I've known Shelly for. The stories with Shelly are hilarious. I'll tell you those off air.
Yeah, we need to have an off-air discussion.
Yeah. But we were never. Tessa has been,
Yeah.
but I was never
That was cool.
one of those people that would walk up. I always felt awkward going to them during shows and getting photos with them. I always got autographs. I was always polite to them and never issued. But there were people that were there that were just for the women's shows.
Yeah,
And that knew more about them than they did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I always had an issue where someone would walk up to Cherry Bomb and go, "Hi, Allie," when she wasn't going by Allie. Like, I'm sorry. Unless you're actually, if you're behind the scenes, that's one thing. If you're out in the public, why the fuck are you calling them by their first names?
That's true.
You to a lot of them are a paycheck. So great, you're giving them money, cool, fine. But you knowing shit about these women, it just comes off as creepy. And there was always 4 or 5 people that were just
Too much?
it was bad. It was really bad. Like, it was never pretty. And
Right.
there were like two guys. One, I believe, is passed on, so I'm not speaking ill will. We call them the Twin Towers because they were fucking 7 feet tall, but they were just, it was too much. And my issue is if you're just going for the women's shows, why the fuck are you going to a show that's double booked? Because what they would do is they would run WSU at 2 o'clock.
Right.
They would run CZW at 7. So you would get 2 to 5, a 2-hour break, and then 7 to 11 for $30.
That's not bad. It's a long show, though.
It's a long show. So what a lot of us would do would be, hey, we're gonna go get food, come back, stand in line, get ready for the second show. That 2-hour window, you took your break. You took a break. But usually you would only get 3. You would only get those shows maybe once every 3 months. So it wasn't like every month there was a double show. Oh, and I'm going to add also 2 more. Nevaeh and Jessica Havoc.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. I got the privilege to see a lot of these women. And I went and enjoyed wrestling.
Right.
And it just feels like you get a lot of these guys that are not there to enjoy wrestling. They're there to be a creeper.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And Chris, like I said, Chris has stories for days too. From what he's seen.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I mean, I've seen a lot. But, I mean, again, I would say it is what it is, but it's also just...
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of women's shows anymore that are all women's shows. I mean, Shimmer's still around, but...
Well, not only that, there's also a lot of promotions that don't book women anymore because not only are the fans giant fucking perverts, the boys are giant fucking perverts.
Yeah. Oh, God. I saw a show where Becky Bayless, a.k.a., if anyone knows TNA, Cookie, wrestled Starman, a.k.a. Joey Janela.
Okay.
Joey comes out as Starman, from the NES game.
Yeah, Starman.
Becky Bayless looks straight at the crowd and goes, "Who the fuck did I piss off to get this shit booked?" The booker was standing in the back going, "Yo." Yeah. Like, just no soul that just goes, yo, you pissed me off.
That's a good person to piss off and get stuck with that.
But I just love the fact that it's just straight up. Who did I piss off to get this shit booked? Yo. It's just like, sup.
Hey, I mean, at least,
He was honest.
yeah. Yeah.
But, oh, God. But no, I mean, we're getting. I mean, wrestling is great, but at the same time, I would love to see the indies. I mean, the only indies that are really going strong that are even booking women is like AEW.
I work for a couple companies that book women regularly, every show.
Oh, but I think the all women shows have kind of gone. I wouldn't say gone to the wayside, but has gone away.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's sad because not a lot of main companies are having women matches. I mean, I getting to see someone. I got to see out here WrestlePro. I get lucky enough to see. I've seen Scarlett. I've seen before she went back to the E. I got to see Lady Frost multiple times. I've seen Haley Cameron. Like, it's nice to see good women's wrestling. But you're not getting that often.
Right.
And speaking of women's wrestling, and segue into one of the final things for wrestling, Sunny. Good old Tammy.
Good old Tammy.
Will be running in jail till 2039.
So she's got like what?
14 more years.
Ooh.
But a judge has pretty much, I wouldn't say forced, but has ruled that she owes $5 million to the family of the person that she killed.
That's a lot of money.
And me and you were talking about this. Could she sell her NIL, her name and likeness to them for some money? Maybe not the course of $5 million.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out how much she's worth.
Good old Tammy. Net worth.
The net worth is not publicly available.
I got her for $11 million.
It looks like the last update to her actual net worth. How much do you got?
11.
11 million?
Yeah.
Nope. When's that from?
Professional estimate. Okay, so this is recent, but I also now got it between 100,000 to 11 million.
What I'm seeing is that she, with her legal troubles right now, it was as high as 11 million. But right now it looks like it's right around that $100,000 mark.
Yeah, now I'm seeing other stuff that's saying 100,000 to 1 million.
Well, it's because of the drain for the legal fees and shit.
Yeah. I mean, what? Okay, so here's the next question. What is Tammy's name worth? Or Sonny's name
Nothing.
So but I'm saying is, if she sold,
It's not worth anything. Her name is worth nothing anymore. So she could sell her name and likeness for nothing.
okay, then the better question is would, if she was selling stuff, would people still buy it?
I doubt it. Look, her best bet to get any money to help out with her legal troubles would be to sell her likeness to WWE.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then they could produce Sunny merchandise, throwback figures, Attitude Era, ECW, Legion of Doom. Uh, they could put out, a video that has the best, of Sunny's managing, because she was never a wrestler.
No. She was always a manager from ECW to WWF.
Right. So I mean, they could do like a fucking video highlighting her managerial career, and she could get royalties and residuals off that to pay it off and live on. But to be like, I used to be Sunny in WWF, people are going to be like, go fuck yourself.
Didn't you used to make people spend $75 to take a photo in bed with you?
Right. Should have been a standing bed.
Yeah, trust me, I'm surprised she didn't think that clearly.
Should have been a bed that was stood up on its end, so they just have to stand in front.
There, yeah, stand in front of there,
Just look like they're in there.
yeah. Oh, trust me, I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I mean, okay, so in the same vein, they don't have the same legal troubles, but in the same vein,
Okay.
Missy Hyatt.
Oh. Speaking of speaking of dumpster fire.
Missy wears bags and sells lingerie on Facebook.
Hold on, say that again?
She wears lingerie, gets pictures taken in it, takes it off, puts it in a Ziploc bag, and sells it on Facebook.
So she does the Japanese vending machines.
Kind of, but those things pour like tuna water in there, so it smells like a dirty fucking pussy.
Right.
Which, if let me just tell you, if I take a chick's underwear off and that's what it smells like, she's getting a teardrop. I'm coming right back up. It's like, yeah, let's see what down here is about. Nope. But like, yeah, like she models it and then she sells it with the pictures.
Here's a card for an OBGYN. Please go get yourself checked out.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, beedly boom.
Sound like Toe Jam and Earl music.
Yep. All right, here's a bit of entertainment news so we can take a break from wrestling before we get to WWE WrestleMania.
Yep.
Until Dawn.
Okay.
Okay, it's a movie coming out, and it's supposed to be in the same universe and same vein as the game series. Okay.
I was just about to ask that.
And that's nothing. The trailer looks absolutely nothing like the game. The plot's not the same as the game. Like, how you gonna call this shit Until Dawn and not just make a movie out of that killer fucking game?
Yeah.
Like the game itself is good enough to be a movie.
Right.
I can tell you I have replayed that game 6 times. Okay,
Right.
because I am trying to find the way to get through the entire game and have all 7 survivors make it.
Okay.
Because like I don't know, dude. That's why I think Until Dawn's um one of my favorite games.
So that's the thing. So Until Dawn is going to almost be hard to pull off because the game is a movie.
The game is a movie, and the whole premise of the butterfly effect and the decisions that you make in the game affecting the outcome of the game.
Right, and they've made, I think by next year there's going to be 6 of these now.
Until Dawn games?
Well, it's within that anthology.
Oh, because I was about to say, like, I know they did that VR game Until Dawn Carnival of Carnage.
No, hold on. Well, let me find. Who makes Until Dawn? It's because there's an anthology series that is made by the same people that made Until Dawn, and it's the exact same thing as Until Dawn, but there's an actual trilogy now going on through it.
Okay.
Dawn. Who made Until Dawn? It's Bethesda? No.
Supermassive Games.
There we go. Okay, Super. Let's see if I can find this because.
Oh, it was called Rush of Blood.
The VR was the VR game, right?
Yeah, and then they did the Dark Picture game.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get and they made the Quarry, so we're gonna get another Dark Picture anthology within the next couple years, another trilogy.
Dude, Rush of Blood was the first game I ever played on VR, and I jumped a couple times.
So yeah, the Dark Picture anthology is actually published by Bandai. Here we go. It's Manda Median, Little Hope, House of Ashes, The Devil in Me. We have a Switchback VR game, but that doesn't matter. The new one coming out is Directive 820. It is a space horror game. Interactive drama, survival horror, presented in the third person.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
And it comes out October of this year. There is I believe there is a trailer. If not, there's gonna be a trailer for this, probably at E3.
The Quarry was a standalone.
Yes, the Quarry was a standalone. The what's it called? The Dark Picture anthology is the set of games.
Yeah, is Man of Men, Devil in Me.
Yep, which the VR game you don't have to worry about it. That's a spin-off. The rest is season 1. Directive 8020 is the second season. So it's the same company. So you know what you're getting already.
Yeah. Yeah, I have played a little bit of 2K25.
Okay.
I played around on the island for a little bit.
How is it?
It's cool. It's cool, man. It's literally open world, run around, find shit, shop, have wrestling matches.
All right, cool. All right, so I have one movie question, concern. I have one last thing I would really want to talk about and dive into, and I want your honest opinion on this. Have you seen the trailer for the new Superman movie?
Yes.
Okay. What is your honest opinion of the new Superman? Not the actor, the look of Superman.
I mean, it's close enough to Superman OG that
See, that's the thing. I understand what they're trying to go for. There's a part of me that is kind of torn between the fact that, yes, we're trying to get Christopher Reeve's Superman. But at the same time, I can't see it. Like, it's not that I want to see it. There's a part of me that's just like, I have an issue seeing this because it's.
I think it's going to be all right.
I think the movie's going to be great. I'm interested to see how the movie goes. That's going to be fucking great. There's just something I can't put my finger on. This Superman.
I think he's going to do all right. I thought you were going to ask me if I saw the trailer for Popeye the Slayer Man. I'm not going to lie, dude. It looks fucking dope.
Yeah.
A contaminated batch of spinach in a spinach factory.
Well, I mean, it's now public domain, right?
Yeah, that's why they were able to do it.
Yeah.
I remember. Dude, they even show like the iconic Popeye fucking thing. Chick yells at him that he's a monster and he just says, "I am what I am." Please tell me you've seen this trailer.
Yes, I have.
What do you think?
It's going to be fucking funny. And not in like a ha-ha funny. It's going to be like what Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was. Like, it's going to be that kind of... If you don't go into it with a fucking knowing this is going to be what it is, because it's pretty straightforward of what it's going to be. You're not going to enjoy yourself. It's like going into a movie like the Terrifier films. You know what you're getting.
Oh, yeah, no, this movie's going to be a gore fest. Like, I mean, come on, you saw Popeye fucking gouging that dude's eyes out, the Mountain and Oberyn Tyrell style.
Yeah. So, like, you know what you're getting instantly from it.
Excuse me, Oberyn Martell, or somebody corrects me.
Like, you know what you're getting, so... Yeah. Like, you already know.
Yeah, we already know.
The Minecraft movie is this year's highest grossing movie so far.
Which doesn't surprise me. I mean, Minecraft's still a super popular game.
When do we get a Fortnite movie?
How do you do a Fortnite movie?
I don't know, but you know they're gonna try to when it's not popular, when the video game's not popular anymore.
Basically, the Condemned or the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games with every fucking franchise.
Pretty much.
That would be fucking badass.
I did see people getting pissed off about this season's character.
What? It's Adventure Time.
No, it's fucking Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, no. Well, this is the new okay, so yeah. There's hold on, Fortnite, Fork and Knife. So Sabrina Carpenter is there, but then like they just announced. Oh
There's
God.
There's a chick in the crowd on Raw holding up a sign that says, "Will dump my husband for Roman." That's great. I ain't seen one of those in a while.
Skulls on TV. Okay, so one of the so I'll. It looks like we're gonna get a Fallout.
Fallout Fortnite?
Yeah, it looks like that might be the new map.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the Sabrina Carpenter. I don't mind, but at the same time, I have an issue with these freaking idiots. Oh well, I like this, so if we see the same person, I'm not gonna kill you. Like, no, play the game, people. Please, just play the game. If Sabrina Carpenter wants to be there for the next, like, whatever they do for the next, for, what is it called? The concert?
Yeah.
Fine. But other than that, it's just like, all right, cool.
Oh.
Let me see something. I want to see. So yeah, Fortnite just got dropped. The new, they got dropped. They dropped Finn, Jake, Princess Bubblegum, Marceline, and I believe that is it. It's those four for uh, the new skins. The question is though, is like, all right, well, if you could get pretty much, if you got one character put in or one bundle, who would it be?
I don't know, man, because I really don't play Fortnite.
Well, let me rephrase that. That would get you to play.
Dude, the Fortnite skins didn't get me, or the WWE skins didn't get me to play when they did them on Call of Duty. Um,
COD is COD is almost different though.
yeah, it's first person instead of third person. Um, Fuck, I don't know, dude. I don't know what they could put out to interest me in the game.
I got one. And tell me you would not play it if you got a snitchy boochies.
They did, or they are. It's Blunt
No,
Man.
no, that's no. Yeah, that's Blunt Man and Chronic. They can't put them in Fortnite, but you can put Jay and Silent Bob. Blunt Man and Chronic is in COD.
Why couldn't you put Blunt Man and Chronic in Fortnite?
It's a kid game. It's a kid's
It's
game.
Eminem in Fortnite.
What?
They put fucking Eminem in Fortnite.
Oh, they put Rat Boy in Fortnite too. Yeah. But they put him in Fortnite for the concert, didn't they?
No, he had three or four downloadable skins,
Well, yeah, because it's
including
it would be four. I think it's Eminem, Slim Shady, Rat Boy, and
God.
yeah, Rat Boy Reloaded.
So like they totally could.
See, like Av, You already have Avatar in there, so you already had Guardians.
God damn, that was a good fucking go home to Mania Raw.
You did Futurama. Family Guy's in there. Cobra Kai's in there.
Exactly. I honestly, I don't think there is one.
They just put Mortal Kombat in there.
Dude, TMNT's in there.
Yeah.
And like, I'm an old school Turtles fan, man. Like, I saw Secret of the Ooze in theaters as a kid. I don't know, man.
Well, I said one earlier before we were online.
You,
Uh,
you know what they could put in there that would make me play it?
what?
The Great Heathen Army. Me, Rixer, DK, and Maddie, they put us in Fortnite, I'll play it.
There you go.
They put them wrestling gimmicks in there. Yeah, I'll pick up the controller and play it. Until then, just not my cup of tea. I've played it a few times. It's fucking combat. It's building. It's dumb as fuck.
Well, there are versions that are
I know
not.
there's some bad shit.
Yeah, there's ones that are literally just fucking killing shit.
Let me tell you, the only victory that I have in Fortnite came from Anaya, came from Stephanie's daughter. I downloaded it and she played it while they were here.
I have one victory from hiding, and I only got one kill, and that was the last kill.
She was like, Victory Royale, I got it for you. I was like, how the fuck did you do that?
Fucking Mariah Carey's it was in it. Oh god lord.
She's one of those teenagers that like her and her friends play Fortnite constantly.
See, I played Fortnite way back in the day when it was still a fucking tower defense game. Before the battle royal.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those games. It's not for me. If I could, and that's weird because like normally I dig third person shooters.
Yeah, but
Like I play Red Dead still like a motherfucker. As a
yeah.
matter, well, hold on. Let me tell you how many hours I got on this fucking game. Give me 1 second.
Excuse me while I whip this
Yeah, for the most part.
out.
I have clocked 1,641 hours playing Red Dead Online.
There you go.
But that's been since like it went live. Like the day that Red Dead went online live for the first time, I was on the first server. And I immediately ran into a super duper racist guy. Like riding by his camp, and I hear over the lobby chat, "You can come into my camp as long as you ain't one of them ninjas." And I was like, "Excuse me?" He said it again, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, thanks." And yes, I will always fucking not say that one.
No.
My son can though.
Because he
Yeah.
is.
Created the ultimate there.
Yeah.
Uh, But like, yeah, dude, even switching Fortnite to like third person mode, it's just I don't know. I think it's too cartoony for me.
Yeah. You want me to bring him on,
No,
Chris?
yeah,
All right, and then we'll close with a
yeah.
little contest. We'll call the we'll pull it off. We'll do like 20 more minutes.
And we'll knock out the dumpster fire WrestleMania preview.
Yep.
But till we find out if he's getting on here or not, we can take all these things we've talked about, the Switch 2, the price point of gaming. We can have that.
Ah, there we are. Hi, hello.
Hey.
Hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, sweet. What up, what up?
We're live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucked up wrestling fans. Oh, since it's Mania week.
Well, we were
Oh,
talking.
look.
So at the beginning of
No.
the show, we were talking about WSU.
Oh, WSU, oh, God. Oh, CCW girls.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good old DJ Hyde.
The twin
What-
the Twin Towers.
what set this conversation off is a local fan for us. He is mentally handicapped.
What he did, DJ took WSU footage and then decided to mark it later, years later, as softcore porn.
No, Chris. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about the fans. So Ryan's got a story behind this. So
All right, dude, we got this local guy out here named Adam. And unfortunately, like, dude's he's our age or older, so like we could say mentally retarded because that's what he was diagnosed as. But like he's mentally challenged.
Mm-hmm.
What a complete fucking pervert. Like, I want to buy your gear, but I want your socks, bra, and panties too. And
So he's a creeper.
oh yeah, total creeper. And Ronnie's like, dude, Chris has got some stories about those types of fans.
I mean, they're creepers, and if they buy, I mean, there are fans that buy that, literally, but yeah.
Right, like look, offering to buy a wrestler's old gear, like that's kind of cool. It's kind of like it shows that you're a fan. But when you're like, well, I want the gear and your bra and your panties and your socks and all the sweaty ass pads that you wore, like that dude's got a closet full of jizz stained gear. I will guarantee it.
Yeah, that is freaky weird.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is some freaky deaky.
I wouldn't even go that far for like female wrestlers that I'm like, fuck, she's hot. Because I would feel like the biggest fucking pervert in the world.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Ew.
I mean,
So apparently you guys ran into fans like that out there at CZW Girls.
oh, dude, the Twin Towers. Like we had Clark.
Oh, the two guys. I thought they were cool guys.
Yeah.
But then they hung out with Paul and became freaking
Uh-huh.
weird IWC morons. Yeah.
Like.
Oh shit. Oh, let's talk about Rhea Ripley breaking the internet again.
Yeah, Rhea
That's,
Ripley breaking the internet. Just that's all. Yeah, that's all you need to say.
that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it. Thing is, like, you can't. She does that because it's a confidence booster for her now.
Yeah, she does
Like
it
it
for a
is, like
Oh no,
confidence.
she does it as a confidence boost. Let's fucking face it. She can do it for whatever, however she wants to. But you also know there's those fucking fans that are playing with it, playing pong in their basement.
You got those fans that are polishing the pewter.
Oh, pocket pool guys? Oh,
Yep.
pocket pool players, of course. You know it. They're creepers, but they ain't buying shit.
But let me just say, she works hard on herself, and I respect and noticed.
God
Yeah,
bless
I mean,
her.
like, I've met her and like she's the nicest person ever. Like,
Oh, I'm sure she is. I have no doubts. But man, she is fucking dedicated. Dedicated to her gym routine.
Now
yeah, she's mad dedicated. She's just doing the game.
now let me ask something real quick. You remember back in the 2000s, in the late 90s, early 2000s, when WWE would sell like Tori Wilson's bra and panties?
Yeah, but they were match used, and they were the attire for the match.
But at the same time, too, like it's one thing, but at the same time, we all know that went to charity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean that's what she does now with here and all this shit. Like, you got things where she takes and licks it, and they sell it on Fanatics, and weirdos buy it.
Jordan Grace selling her shit.
Allegedly.
No. I don't know if that's actually allegedly. She actually.
I noticed. Look, I know she talked about the dude requesting it, but I don't know if we don't have confirmation that she did it.
Just to cover my ass, yes, allegedly sold her shit.
And that's not snubby.
Yeah,
Again, it's hilarious because like the thing is, for a long time, Jordan, like, people always called her fat, and then when she got like cut, like, oh, she's on roids. I mean, it made no sense, but yeah.
She looks fucking killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. But before that, when she powerlifting, she still did. But people are like, oh, she looks fat. It's fucking.
Never powerlifting.
Wrestling fans are idiots.
My only complaint with Jordan whenever she was powerlifting was she got too bulky and she started to look manly.
Like, yeah, she got really bulky. I mean,
yeah, she got really bulky. She started to look like a dude. But where she's at now is perfect. She looks fucking great. She looks like $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, she does. Performance Center does that. Like, she looks incredible now.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I mean,
hey. So you guys know.
The crazy thing is, what I like, what I'm seeing especially, I like how well, how WWE is embracing the difference. Like, before, you would never see anyone like Bailey Humphrey anywhere near WWE, and now, like, she is insanely good. Have you seen her on LFG?
Yeah.
Dude, she is insane.
Oh, I did get the news on the Leah Vandale shit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so apparently they called her like 13 weeks before her contract expired. And they were like, hey, we're not renewing you. And she offered to come back in a non-wrestling capacity because apparently childbirth re-aggravated the injury that put her out originally.
Ah.
And she offered to come back as a manager, backstage personality, producer, and they were just like, no, we're just not going to renew your contract. So now her bitterness towards the company makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
If she's not going to do it, the thing is, like, if she can't wrestle, then what's she going to do?
I mean, she'd still be a great manager.
She'd be a manager or backstage interviewer. I mean, but like,
right?
They have good people already. They have Kathy Gill and they have Jackie. So
Yeah, I wouldn't put her in a backstage interviewer spot, but I mean, you could have put her as a manager with somebody.
You could have a manager, but with who? That's the thing. It's like, I mean, Zelina can talk her ass off, so she don't need it.
Yeah.
Might not be what a woman could. I mean, shit. Put her with R-Truth.
It was the only time that she really had like a solid run besides her championship run.
Yeah, put her back with R-Truth.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it sucks, but it's what it is.
It does. Yeah. You guys want to run through Mania?
Yeah, I actually want to do a little contest with this, between us. Let me pull up. I deleted the card on here. I want to go
on to pay up for the contest. He fucking lost.
Well, for us, we can have a little fun with this. So I will read off besides giving the winners, what do we think the match card is going to be?
Or what?
So for Mania, like what's going to be? How is the match orders going to go?
It's already released.
No, it's. I guarantee you, just because it's on Wiki, the matches have been released for the days, not the order.
I mean, part of it is released, part of it isn't. Because you still gotta do part of it on SmackDown, whatever.
No.
I mean, you're gonna have Randy Orton probably versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga probably.
I don't think you're gonna get that, but that's gonna be on Saturday or Sunday. Sorry, that's gonna be on Sunday. We know this. The only two matches that we know for a fact that is happening are your main events.
Yeah, I could see I could see
Nope, I got it. I got the card here.
Yeah, I have the card up here too, but I don't have the order. They don't have the order of what the matches are going to be yet.
I have it right here.
Does it have the War Raiders and New Day as first? They're not the Curtain Jerker.
No, your Curtain Jerker is going to be Tiffany and Charlotte.
No, that's not going to be your Curtain Jerker. Your Curtain Jerker is going to be, I guarantee you, Curtain Jerker is going to be Gunther and Jay.
I don't think so.
You are not opening up. You are opening up. So, and this is what I mean. This is why I do not think they're going to open. I think the crowd is going to eat that fucking match alive.
That's why it's either going to be one or two, because your first match is your most important match of the night.
Oh, I do. Listen, if you told me Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton second, I believe that. I can believe they're going to be the piss break match.
Yeah, it looks like night one opens Gunther and Jay, Tiffany and Charlotte, LA and Jacob.
I think
Grande and Ray, New Day and War Raiders, Naomi and Jade, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
So
That's the card. That's the card. That is the match order.
what are you on?
Fightful.
Yeah, I don't buy Fightful for a fucking. They're half true.
Just
And that's
saying.
how the card's been going out. Like, this card's been going around, so it is what it is. But night one, baby, WWE announced a lot of the matches already on SmackDown. Like night one and night two. So, yeah.
Yeah, they announced
So,
the matches.
who's our first match?
It's
The
the
first
first match is gonna be Gunther Jay. You got to start that crowd out hot, and Jay's the fucking yeeting is gonna fucking be ape shit in that place on night one. So I think it's gonna be Gunther Jay.
This one seems more likely.
What?
War Raiders and New Day, putting them on first would make sense because
You're on the wiki?
I'm on Cage side.
Okay.
So they War Raiders versus New Day, Ray and Americano, Jade and Naomi, Jacob and LA Knight. Because after Jade and Naomi, every match is a title match.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, and yeah, you're right, because that's literally what the wiki has.
So, which title match is the first match?
They're saying the wiki has the tag titles. I think it's gonna be the World Heavyweight because WWE used to have always used to be the opener of the show used to be the World Heavyweight title when they had it. It always
they had that, or they had the women's. But yeah, I don't see Tiffany and Charlotte opening. I could totally see like Yeetomania start right away.
Yeah.
Or Yeet Mania, yeah, but I could totally see that.
It's either Gunther or Jay or the War Raiders and the New Day because
I think that's your one too. I think Gunther Jay is the first one, and I think the New Day is your second one.
Because that tag team match is going to be brutal.
In all honesty, as much as it's going to be brutal, I could see the crowd not giving a shit about it.
Not after what I saw tonight.
Yeah, I mean, granted, one night of promos going to save it. I'm just saying, is one night going to save it?
Is one night of promos 5 days before WrestleMania going to save it? Yeah. Absolutely.
They do something with Tiffany and Charlotte then, because God knows that needs saving.
That match is going to fucking suck because they got legit heat and they're both getting fucking fined. WWE has already said there will be disciplinary action for their conduct on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, because when they went off script, yeah. But thing is, like, Charlotte's known for it. Charlotte is known for going off script.
Yeah.
Like, Tiffany didn't know how to handle it at first. Then she's like, "Okay, fine, you want to go? Let's go, bitch."
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be Gunther Jay, New Day, Ray and El Grande.
Yeah, I think it's Gunther and Jay start off for the hot crowd. Yeet. Jay wins.
No. See, here's the thing about that. Jay can win. That's fine. But Ryan, I'm kind of in agreement with you now. I don't think he should. Not yet.
That's changed.
Yeah, now I can see. See, here's the thing. If he gets bloodied up and Jay loses, that sympathetic babyface now builds Jay more.
Well,
He's already got the sympathy, man. I said
here's
it.
the thing.
The night Gunther attacked Jimmy and left him bloody in the ring, that was all they needed for Jay to win the title.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they must have made like Rocky. Come on. Like, Gunther did the Drago thing to Jimmy. And the smartest they did was where he zipped on was on the rope because, like, if it were anything so, Jay could have yanked his arm and would have broke. But the rope has give. That was actually pretty smart. So it's like he's like trying, come on. I think his rope's like, nope, I'm going with you. I'm going with you. And it's like he couldn't break it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how Jimmy got busted open, getting thrown back first into a wall. But
Oh yeah, but I think you also see, if you can pay attention real quick, I think you see the ref hiding a blade.
Oh, but also it's WrestleMania, and what they learned from WrestleMania 9, they're not going to repeat. So feeling it's going to be a lot of baby faces going over, making the crowd extremely happy. I mean, it's not the IWC anymore. I mean, the IWC's going to bitch and moan and piss and moan about, especially on night 2. But, oh wow, God loves him.
So, speaking of night 2, I think night 2 is the easier one to figure out of how the card's gonna go.
But yeah, Women's Raw Championship is probably gonna open night 2.
No, it's gonna be the street fight.
there's got to be a world title in one night of the main events.
Well, the world title, the Cena Cody is, or Cody Cena is your main event.
It's not the main event. CM Punk's the main event.
For night 2?
Yes, Cena Cody is the main event.
Main event for night 2. WWE is never going to let the WWE title not be the main event of one of the nights. And also, the Cena going for 17 is...
Right. So you put Jay and Gunther in the main event of night 1.
No, they already announced night 1 that it's Roman, Punk, and Seth at night 1.
It's fucking stupid.
When have they ever cared about the World Heavyweight title? The World Heavyweight title has never closed the show. Never closed the show. Mostly, it's the during the brand split, it closed the show plenty of times. But when they brought it back together, it always opened. That's not an opener title. Like, you've got so many people that are there to see Jey Uso beat Gunther, and you're going to give it away in the first match? No. Yeah, they already announced Roman, Punk, Seth is the main. Then you put Jay and Gunther before him. And then you're going to have the crowd be completely flat. No, it's not Monday Night Raw. You can't tire this crowd out. That's the problem with this card. It's a fucking show, bro. I'm telling you, I'm just saying. I see how this crowd is. If this crowd is what it is, you're better off putting a piss break match or putting like LA Jacob at the co-main. So you're saying bust the entire nut on the first match. They've done it before, and the crowd stays hot the entire night.
Not if you follow it with Charlotte and Tiffany.
I mean, unless you put Charlotte Tiffany in the piss break, the co-main, and make that the piss break match so they can stay hot for fucking Roman and.
Pittsburgh match is probably going to be. It's probably going to be a promo or some crap.
No, the piss break match is the women's title. Because no one. It's been a terrible build. And I use piss break match loosely. No one cares about Charlotte. They care about Tiffany. No one cares about Charlotte.
You want to push Jay and Gunther back? That way you don't blow your nut at the beginning of the show. And you also have to think about how many fans are at that show just to see that match.
I think with how the crowd reacts to Jay.
Yeah, you're gonna blow the nut on the very first match, and they're not gonna give a fuck.
Okay, then who opens? Because no one, because I can't see the New Day and War Raiders open because and I do not want to touch Jade and Naomi as your opener. Maybe LA Knight Jacob then.
LA Knight and Jacob can work, but if you blow your nut with Jay at the beginning of the fucking night, nobody's going to give a fuck about anything else because that's the biggest storyline on Raw.
I mean, the main event is going to be, Roman, CM Punk, and Raw. They already
announced that. There's nothing. They already announced that. That was the whole thing about Punk being a main eventer. They announced that as night one.
Put the title on the night. By the time you get to the main event, nobody gives a fuck. You've already blown off the hottest story in the company. Who cares?
See, this is the
tough, but like.
This is the problem. It's how do you put this match order to where the peaks and valleys?
Because your biggest peak of the night is Gunther. You blow that at the beginning of the show, you've got nothing for the rest of it.
What's funny is it is, but I don't know anymore if it really is.
It is. It is absolutely the biggest fucking storyline on Raw.
Okay, but they've put so much more effort into this Roman Punk, this triple threat match.
That's because it was a throw together storyline. Gunther and Jay organically grew. If it wasn't the hottest fucking...
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, like...
If it wasn't the hottest...
anything, I think...
You wouldn't see an arena of people yeeting with Jay every night.
Well, this is where I think the IWC said more like, but it's stupid because, like, if anything, this Mania is a lot of very, very long-term booking. I mean, you have stories that are years building. Like, Priest and McIntyre. That goes back to when Priest was in Judgment Day and he won the Money in the Bank. Think about it. Because who was the one that always thwarted Priest cashing in? Drew. So Priest casting on Drew made perfect sense. And then Drew resented him ever since. But, yeah. Then I could see, like, the crazy thing is, like, I can see them going with Jay and Gunther to start off because first match is a main event spot. It is. They even said it. Like, it sets the tone. So,
I get what you're saying though, Rye.
yeah, they're kind of going hot. I mean,
They're going too hot.
Tiffany.
There's no other story as popular as that, and there's nowhere else to go after that.
Then you have to put that. Then honestly, you're putting that in the 4 slot.
No, you put that as your co-main, and you put a video package between it to level the crowd out. Keep them hot, but don't let them cool off. That way,
CM Punk and
that way they're
Roman
still.
and Seth is a hot story that you have. You have stories crossing. I mean, you have CM Punk with Paul. CM Punk brought in the show, so he brought in Roman and Seth. And then you have the whole conflict between Roman and Seth. And you have Seth hating Punk. All you need to do is have a great cross Roman with Punk, besides the fact that Punk brought in Roman and now you have Punk. I mean, it works. It's a beautiful story.
I mean, let's face it. This night 1 and even night 2 is 4 main event matches that you have to figure out how to work together.
Yeah.
There's 4 main event matches that it's going to be hard to work it through. I mean, Gunther Jay, as much as it hasn't been good, Charlotte Tiffany is a main event match. Punk, Roman, and Seth. And, I mean, if you're going storyline, Jade and Naomi has been a long-term storyline for the whole year.
Correct. So you space those out. You put Jay and Gunther as your co-main. You run a video package for the main event to keep the crowd warm and buzzing. That way they're still hyped up from Jay's win when the first music of the main event hits. You'll get louder reactions that way.
You might be right, but I can see it I can see it happen the complete opposite too.
If they blow their entire fucking wad on the opening match, it's the dumbest fucking booking decision ever.
But then I can also see them putting that match at Jay and Gunther at 5, and then Naomi and Jade at 6.
Naomi and Jade's going to be early in the show.
I feel that means Jade can be right before. I feel that's going to be the match go right before Punk.
Which match?
And Roman, because one, it's going to be a short match. Because Jade is going to beat the holy hell out of Naomi.
The palate cleanser.
Yeah, like that's the thing. You got to find it. So then, if you don't open it up with Jay and Gunther, you're opening it up with LA Knight and Jacob.
And you could open it up with a tag team match and just get the tag match out of the way for the night.
I mean, I would almost put that on second, just like you said, as a palate cleanser. Have the LA Knight, have the crowd. I mean, LA Knight gets not as loud as a pop as Jay, but just as loud. So you could have LA Knight get the opening pop. Jacob getting his. Let's face it, Jacob's probably getting the title.
Probably.
And then
Jacob's beating LA Knight.
So then you're flipping it. The palate cleanser could be the War Raiders New Day for 2, and then you just go from there. And then I still think there's going to be a palate cleanser in between Jay and Roman. I still think there's going to be it's going to be 5, 6. It's going to be 5, 7, and there's going to be maybe like your Jade or Ray. You could even put Ray and Gable as the palate cleanser.
Yeah, totally. Throw a co-main event match to an angle that's been going on for a month.
No one's going to give a shit about that match, even if you put that. No matter where you put that, no one's going to really care. Because everyone, until they figure out, oh, it's Gable. Ooh, who gives a shit? But at the same time, do you really do that? Do you do that to Ray?
No.
No, yeah, right. Like you're kind of. This is This is a tough card.
Woo!
It's not like New Japan.
Another right there.
It's not like
Mysterio Grande Americano could go somewhere.
It's not like New Japan, where New Japan, the last matches.
If we're being honest, Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio could be your first match because that's a continuing storyline, not a blow-off.
That's true
Every-
too.
Everything else is a blow-off.
I mean, could they pull? Listen, could they pull a New Japan? I mean, obviously you're not going to because Roman, Punk, and Seth have no title. But could you just literally go Grande, Jade, and then go like tag U.S. Women's World Heavyweight triple threat match?
There's no way Gunther and Jey are going to go on right before Punk. It's not happening. I mean, it's probably dead.
Yeah, but I mean, I hate saying it this way, but maybe the best form of them going with this is to just line up every fucking title match at the tail end of the show. And then just do like the tag match in between Gunther and Jay for Roman and Punk.
I mean, Ray and El Gable Americano
You're not gonna
screams.
You're not gonna do that to Ray though.
Mid-match.
You're not gonna do that to Ray. Either Ray's gonna go for either Ray's gonna go first, or you're gonna put him in like the third slot. You're not gonna dog Ray with a piss break match.
And not to mention, you're going to get a fucking video package before the main event.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of video packages.
So you put the heavyweight title on 6, run your video package, keep the crowd hot for 7. Booking 101.
But at the same time, too, we've seen it where that's happened, and then the main event just turns out flat.
Yeah, and that could still happen with Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. The match could just be off. It could suck. That's not a valid argument for blowing the nut of one of the longest, most hot storylines in the fucking company of the year to just blow it off in a fucking bullshit ass curtain jerker. You're gonna burn the fucking crowd up, and they're not gonna give a fuck about anybody else winning because the guy they wanted to see win won first.
Watch a mid-TV segment go right before the main event.
Peaks and valleys.
Well,
You want
Miz is
peak,
not on.
you save it.
Yeah. I mean, night 2
Not put a mid-segment, like.
You know
There
what?
it is.
Miz has never been. This is the first year Miz is not on Mania.
That'd be like fucking John Cena going out from that Royal Rumble injury and then returning at the number 1 slot. Just fucking blow that nut right away and make nobody give a fuck about the rest of the night. That's why he came in late in the show, because you want that big peak right before you go off the air.
Well,
Booking 101.
Well, I mean, it's easy to say that too. I mean, night 2 is going to be fun. Night 2 is going to be the easiest one to figure out because you're going to have to find a way how to, because you open with the street fight, obviously, or you open with you're not going to open with the Fatal 4-Way.
What, the Intercontinental?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but I think you're going to open with the street fight.
Yeah, open something to send the crowd to, Again, this is WrestleMania. Crowd needs to be happy. So, if you do the Fatal 4-Way, I feel I'm near Braun or Penta wins.
Honestly, that's the one match they booked where there's not really a bad choice for the.
Anybody. I mean, if Dominic wins, then you can totally see Finn turning on Dom. If Penta wins, cool. Penta wins. Braun retains, cool. If Finn wins, I don't know where the fuck they go with that.
I think we're in for the destruction of the Judgment Day.
I agree with that. I think Dominic or Finn gets kicked out. Dominic becomes the new leader.
But I think everybody wants to Braun Breaker nail Finn with a spear.
I think people want to see Dom fucking turn on Finn.
I think people want to see Finn turn on Dom.
That's Finn's gonna be the babyface out of that, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because Finn doesn't. After everyone left, Finn's kind of just there. If you have Dom, Liv, and Carlito getting a new member of Judgment Day, it kind of makes sense.
Well, first you need to get rid of damn Judgment Day. Like, stop calling it that because Judgment Day dies. That died when they kicked Randy Damien out. I mean, it's a fact.
Just because
Really
they
gives a
kick
shit
out,
anymore.
just because they kick out members doesn't mean it's dead.
That's true.
DX was Shawn and Hunter. Hunter was allowed. Added new members. Just because. And when Hunter left, it was still DX. Just because Finn and them are gone, Dominic could run Judgment Day. It's not that hard.
Or really was it because they died right after Hunter? Hunter showed it really, but yeah.
No, not really. I mean, because then Billy Gunn did his own thing, and Shawn and Road Dogg was part of. They kept DX going. DX really kept going for another 2 years after that.
Yeah.
Because Shawn was also doing the whole commissioner gimmick, and he was still part of.
DX.
Yeah, the famous. Is that a nightstick in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, I mean, shit. Dominic, Liv, and Carly. You can see Dominic kicking Finn out soon. But.
Which is crazy because Dom's the main eventer, or because Finn's the main eventer and Dom's still a mid card guy.
Yeah, like. But Dom, I mean, listen. Dom's getting that heat. That's all that really matters, right? Dom gets that heat.
Yep.
I don't know. I sort of want to. What I want to see was the Braun Breaker turn Finn and Dom inside out with tackle.
Oh, everybody's getting speared.
Oh yeah, spears for days. Liv, I think.
Feeling this could be the show that makes Braun more than anything.
Well, I think we're seeing new women tag champs. I think Bayley and Lyra get it because I think we see this is where we see Lily. I think this is where we see Alexa come back.
Oh yeah, she's supposed to be in Vegas, isn't she?
Yep. So someone put up a great kind of an interesting thing saying.
Alexa was rumored to come back with Wyatt 6.
And that's why I said she's coming back as Lily.
But you also have Black coming back too, so.
Yeah, but that could
I think it's versus Orton.
It could be that he could be against Randy, or that could be for Monday when him and Rusev come back. But who did Liv Morgan beat in the Royal Rumble? Who did Liv Morgan eliminate in the Royal Rumble? Alexa. Who did Liv Morgan beat in the Chamber? Alexa. Well, now it's Alexa's turn to fuck over Liv. How do you do that?
You possess her and make her scissor with Raquel.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry, I forgot we were on air.
Now that's an opener.
Scissor me timbers.
Yeah, exactly. Scissor me timbers. Billy Gunn's watching somewhere approving.
Bullshit.
Crazy.
somewhere screaming gimmick infringement. But yeah, definitely night 2 is your easy night.
Oh. Okay.
What was that?
The night 2 is definitely the easy night.
Yeah. Cena is obviously your main. Ric Flair is gonna be there, which that makes shit interesting.
Yeah, dude, Cena's gonna break his record in front of him.
Now let me ask you this, Bri and Chris. I want your honest opinion. If Cena wins, does he gotta win dirty as shit?
Yep.
Go.
I mean, if Cena wins, he has to win dirty.
Yeah, he can't win clean because that kills
No.
Cody. That kills Cody then.
Absolutely. And it kills all the work that he's done with this heel run. Oh, shit. I got my buddy. He's already in Vegas tonight. I got to have that motherfucker go by the WrestleMania store.
Oh.
Dude, they released an exclusive retirement John Cena figure, only available at WrestleMania.
Nice.
Cody has to get screwed. Bad.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's got to.
Rock shows up that just dude's gonna 3, 2, 1 thing and reveal somebody else is there to screw him. And night 2, I'm gonna call night 2 IWC Tears night. Because if Cena's winning, that's send the crowd home happy. So, Mommy's winning her title back.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I think
You're
Bianca
gonna boo the shit out of Bianca.
I think they cancel each other out, though. I think Io keeps it.
Nope.
That's true.
Because
they have.
The story they're telling. The storytelling is like.
But the story they're telling, Rhea doesn't need the title. Rhea doesn't need the title with the story they're telling.
She wants to be young. So Bianca all of a sudden decided, well, we're going to be Rhea for Bianca. And Bianca basically tried to manipulate, thinking that Io's the easy win for Mania, so they can keep her quote-unquote streak. So Rhea is going to win, and she's probably going to stack both Bianca and Io to do it. Because she was practicing stacking with Raquel and Liv. And that was on live events. They practiced doing pay-per-views.
But that makes,
there it is.
No, because Bianca is feeling like she got fucked over because she won the Elimination Chamber. Rhea is
No, Bianca did that shit. You know she's a mastermind of that shit. It's not Naomi. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Rhea kind of got inserted in this. It should have been Io Bianca or Rhea Bianca if Rhea kept the title. But the story you're telling, you don't need a title for this. It's two people from NXT that want to beat the shit out of each other that grew up through NXT.
What?
Bianca and Rhea are going to be doing a fucking segment all the way to SummerSlam.
Bianca wins over Rhea.
Nope. Give me Rhea. Give me Rhea, and IWC cries and cries.
I think we see a return, a person from Damage Control coming back to help Io retain. Because if you've been seeing photos of Kyrie, it makes sense.
I said I'm taking Rhea Plate, and the IWC cries.
I don't think as much as Bianca and Rhea, I don't think either one of them need the title. I think Io's fine with the title honor.
If anything, Bianca wins by beating Io.
But okay, here's the thing.
Which again would screw over. Which again would just be running what happened years ago. The damage control. Where Bianca also was right that Io was the easy picking.
Even though, whatever. I think Io's gonna keep it because I don't think either one of these, either Bianca or Rhea, don't need the fucking title because they're already over. Bianca's over now as a heel, even though she's a babyface, and Rhea's just over.
Bianca needs it to transition it to Jade.
That's fair. Okay, that's actually fair. But again, there's the other thing too. Do we see Jade fuck over Bianca, and do we see what's her name fuck over Rhea, and then Io picks up the pieces? I think you're right. I think Bianca could win the title. As much as Rhea would be nice to win it, she doesn't need it.
Alright, if Bianca wins the title, that just shows that, like, you know, I'll manipulate everybody. Go ahead and do what you gotta do because, you know, you always be rewarded in the end. Hey, y'all! Nah, not happening.
Well, Bianca earned this title shot no matter what. She won Elimination Chamber.
Correct.
So it wouldn't really matter if she manipulated anybody. The fact that she's okay with Rhea, and I use air quotes, okay with Rhea being in the match, not really manipulating, just means one thing. Now it's no disqualifications.
That's it.
That's all that means now. Means anything goes.
She picks up the belt, transition it to Jade, because the money right now.
The money is between Bianca and Jade.
The money feud is Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, and that would lead to. That would be a.
Yeah, feeling Jay's gonna beat Bianca. She's gonna find it. Because we all know Naomi is not the mastermind. Come on.
In an interview and said she acted alone.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Naomi's already done an interview claiming full responsibility because she felt like fucking Jade was taking her best friend. So there's that story.
With her best Orlando Jordan gear.
I mean, we all know that, right?
I honestly could care less. The match is good. That match is going to be fun, and then it's going to lead to Bianca and Jade, which is going to be a fucking hell of a match.
Absolutely.
That's where you put your feet up and enjoy it. That's just put your feet up and enjoy the ride.
Destroy, okay? Jade gets attacked, right? So Bianca, who really wants the damn United States title anyway, all of a sudden she leaves like, oh, that's help. But as soon as her bestie comes back in the chamber and beats the hell out of Naomi and makes it lighter, all of a sudden, like, oh my God, and stay in it. You win it. Think about it. You have to beat Naomi because Jay just did it. Therefore, what's it? It's a 5 people in chamber. She has to beat 4. I mean, it's just things to hide. Yeah.
Honest to God, at this point, just sit back and enjoy the show. That's all that really means right now.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's bring this home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
And I'm going to enjoy it either way, but yeah.
Yeah, but all right, let's bring this home. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please follow us on our social media accounts under the Nerd Report Network. Follow us individually on Twitter/X at F and Ronnie.
That's Stuncock STL.
Chris, where can they find you?
Oh, Chips NXT. Thank you.
Yes, and join us back here on Wednesday as we dive into the good, the bad, and what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports and sports betting on the betting window. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. If you like what you heard, tell your friends. If you didn't like what you hear,
Well, you're a fucking idiot.
oh, then tell your enemies. But until then, always remind them two different things. One, hot dog is a sandwich. I'm going to fuck with you.
No. It is not a fucking sandwich. If anything, it is a taco.
Okay, fair. And two, well, get ready for 14 hours of WrestleMania. But until then, we will see you next week. And if you don't believe me, then that's just there's always
Make
a
sure your
teachable moment.
taxes are done before IRS come and find your tax.
There is always a teachable moment. And hell, if you don't believe us, fuck it. That's just a fact of